Allison for Beats of Good. My dream is for girls in Africa to go to school and have a safe place to dream. Our goal is to provide an artisan income for girls that are victims of gender-based violence and sexual abuse. I'm 12 years old, and my hobbies include writing songs, stories, and practicing yoga. This is the picture of my bed. I basically go to bed every night feeling safe, comfortable, and loved. But the older I get, I realize that this isn't the case for over half the world's population. And because I'm a girl, that makes me even more unique. 70% of the world's poor are girls and women. Everyone has a moment in their life when they suddenly take notice of something that changes them forever. When I was 8, me and my sister passed someone on the side of the road that was carrying a sign that read, "Homeless, please help." When we learned exactly what homeless meant, there were people that actually didn't have a place to live or were even hungry, we knew we had to do something to help. So we began dreaming, but not all dreams begin with good ideas. Our first idea was to throw water bottles out of the car window with dollar bills attached. Our next idea was better. I received a bee kit for my 8th birthday, and it came to me. We can sell jewelry to help those without basic needs, and Beads of Good was born. Through a series of relationships, I became more aware of the realities of violence and injustice around the world. This is Grace, one of the orphans my family sponsors in Zimbabwe. She's reading a letter from me and my sister. She calls herself Grace Grantham. I have another sister in this orphanage. Her name is Precious, and she has HIV/AIDS. This is Abigail, a microbiology student in Nigeria. She emailed us asking for help. It came to our notice that the Senate of Nigeria wants to implement a law of underage girls getting married. How can a girl 13 get married, or even bear children, or take care of a home? Our girls are being dehumanized and forced into early marriages. Will you help us fight for the girl child? 22% of the primary school-aged children in Africa are out of school. Nigeria has the highest out-of-school population in the world. The girl effect, the disproportionate positive impact girls in the developing world have in their communities when they are given a chance to go to school. One of the reasons girls don't go to school is because of extreme poverty and violence. If you've been watching the news lately, you know that Nigeria is a dangerous and volatile place for girls. Even though Nigeria increases in violence daily, there is a community in Nigeria that is ready to take action. We have partnered with an organization in Warri, Nigeria that is passionate about seeing kids' dreams come true. So if you remember, back to our original idea for Beads of Good. Our idea has progressed from a do-it-yourself Hobby Lobby bead kit. We found out that Nigeria doesn't have a Hobby Lobby, so that idea was out. These are hand-rolled Ankara fabric beads. Ankara fabric is native to Nigeria, so it seemed like a good fit. Our goal is to provide a weekly sustainable income for girls that are victims of gender-based violence and sexual abuse. These are some of our designs. We hope to launch our designs this year. We have recently had the opportunity to house and feed 16 girls that have run away from abusive families that have forced them into prostitution or to become child brides to provide for their families. So we're a little nervous that we didn't get a trial run before we had the girls in our custody. With that being said, our business plan is to market and sell these Ankara fabric bead designs to be able to pay 3 times the fair market value, so a girl working for Beads of Good can earn a weekly sustainable income to be able to attend school. We are addressing problems of violence and abuse by providing opportunities for a weekly sustainable income through Beads of Good, providing on-site education, vocational training, and mentoring relationships with older women in the communities. These are some volunteers in Warri, Nigeria that we are working with to identify families at risk and giving them alternative solutions other than selling their daughters. We are also working to find community members that are at risk and working to create relationships with the local police. This is where the safe house will go. We have already started construction. One of the reasons that we are working to create relationships with the local police is that there are many illegal safe houses that are promising underage pregnant girls a safe place to live, but when they give birth When they give birth, their babies are sold to buyers and the girls are further exploited. The possible benefits for the girl child could be less gender-based violence, more stable and prosperous communities, and the girl effect can take place in these communities. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. These girls give me courage to keep pressing. Whenever I feel like things are too hard, I look at their faces and I know I can do it. These girls have been through physical and emotional trauma, but yet they choose to believe that they have value and worth and they can create a positive impact on their future. There's a stigma attached to being young. You can't make a difference and offer your gifts quite yet. But I want to encourage kids that they are never too young to do things that matter. I'm going into the 7th grade, and there's a lot of pressure for kids to be competitive against each other. But doing well and excelling doesn't give me the right to be ignorant of injustice or self-absorbed. Adults love it when kids do something besides post on Instagram and play video games. As a kid, you have a level of influence that others don't. So now it's just more than my dream and my sister's dream to make a difference. It's the dreams of these young women to be valued for who they are, educated, and protected. They're strong and beautiful, and they have gifts to offer their communities if given the chance. Women that have been victims of slavery and abuse can undo what has been done and have a meaningful impact on their environment. The world needs her. Thank you. Yeah.